great to meet you. Thank you for taking a minute out. And I would love to begin our conversation with 4 years ago, we were trying to figure out COVID. And how did you get through that period? And how did it change you?
Okay. Hi, how are you? It's a pleasure for me to be here today. Thanks for to invite me to your podcast. But I'll try to do all my best because English is not my first language, but I know I can communicate and the message that I really want to give to the world. Okay, interesting question about COVID. For me, it was very challenging because the same day that the governor of the New York closed all the state, I started a new job. Was very interesting because I didn't know it was the right thing to really go into that new job, new position in my life. But I say, okay, if something appear in my life, is because it's a reason. And I was starting to work with people mentally and physically disabled for a really big agency that runs these kind of programs in United States. And actually, I didn't know what to do because everything was closing up. And what can I do now? But I've been called to help in a Groupon in the agency with adults, the third age adults. And I say, okay, it's a good time to really give my services, even though what is happening right now, because so many anxiety, doubts, fear, we didn't know what to do. But I say yes. I gave my word and I went to work every single day. I saw many things in that residence that people was dying, and my family was saying, "How can you keep going? You are putting us under risk." But I say, "Okay, these people need us, and it's not fair not to go and help them, and everything is going to be okay." Every time when I was coming from work, taking all my clothes in the garage, putting everything to wash, going upstairs, trying to clean myself as much as possible. And everything was okay because was something behind that my inner voice was saying, you have to help them. You have to help them. They need you. And it's not time to quit. And yes, and actually a very, very deep transformation in my life, internally and externally, started since COVID and since this work I started to be on. Yes.
So, if I put you in front of a bunch of third grade students at career day, and one of the kids said, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" What's your answer?
Serve people. I serve people with all my heart, and, and I know this is my mission and this is my purpose. And I do it through the podcast, through my counseling sessions, through therapy, through my voice, through my social media, and through this agency helping these uh, disabled people that really need my help. Yes,
So you're
through
originally from,
services.
yeah. So you're originally from Argentina. Talk to me a little bit about how you got to this point where you're helping people. How did you get into this line of work?
How, okay, I had a midlife crisis, and in the 40s, 42, that I was asking myself, okay, life is something more than the perfect American picture, right? Having the American dream house, having my family going to school, my kids healthy, a perfect marriage, was something more deep behind that. And I start asking myself, what is this? What is my purpose? I have to do in this life? And I start also asking myself a lot about God, is that God exists? Because I was raised and I grew up in a Catholic system. I went to a Catholic school from kindergarten to high school, where, you are very conditioned and, for me, brainwashed. That didn't resonate with me anymore. And I started looking for God. And in that situation, I said, okay, there is something deep that is really hold us and bring us to this experience. Having English as your first language was very difficult, was everything more complicated and took more time. But I graduated with summa cum laude, and I felt so proud of myself because I got my bachelor degree, I think was 43, 44, something like that. And then I continue my education in Manhattan. It's a nonprofit organization, One Learning Spirit Alliance, where I decided to continue in interspiritual counseling. And actually that changed my life, because to help others, I had to go within first and see all my darkness, all my light, and really start facing them, healing them, to start helping people to heal their own wounds or shadows or traumas that they can bring in life.
So who's been a hero for you?
The hero, Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I portray myself so many times, seeing my person serving as Mother Teresa. I try many times go to the Caribbean to help people, or especially kids that have no parents. And I know that is in my bucket list, and probably no later I will go to accomplish that dream that I have. Yes.
So what is the motivation for you every day to get up and do the work that you do? Because you're helping others, you have to give a lot of yourself. So talk to me a little bit about what's your motivation.
My motivation is like get my best version every day a little more. I work a lot, like knowing myself better, being aware of my emotion, of my feelings, um, of my thoughts. That's the most important things. Our thoughts rules our lives. And yeah, I practice meditation, mindfulness most of the time that I can. I move from a very nice area in the city to the mountain to be more connected with nature. And those things that are really fulfill me and make my life more connected and meaningful. Yes.
So of all of the things that you've done in your life, what are you the proudest of?
The most important thing that I'm very proud, beside being a mother and raising a beautiful family that I have right now, is having achieved my bachelor degree with 44 or 43 years old. I don't remember right now how many years, but because I start my studies in Argentina, I interrupted them because I decided to get married, and then was difficult to continue in my education. And then I moved to United States. I started to do whatever possible to start earning money. But at certain point of my life, when my kids still under my supervision, my care, I decided to go to school, and was very difficult because I was doing two jobs at the same time and going to school every single day and preparing, studying, doing essays. At that age, for me, was something that I'm very proud of. Yes. Yes,
So
getting my bachelor degree.
yeah. So what do you miss about Argentina?
Actually, I feel like United States now is my country.
Yeah.
Of course, I still have feelings from Argentina. That's where I've been raised, where I grew up. My mom is still there. My mom is still alive. She's 91 years old. I go every year to visit her. But I'm a very flexible person that gets like used to anywhere it is. It's like a no, I don't miss Argentina a lot, but I try all the time, like continue preparing the meals that Argentina usually is common there, is traditional or popular. I try to keep with the customs and the all the traditions, but it's not like I'm attached to it. No,
Yeah. So if,
I'm a very detachable person.
yeah, excellent. So if anyone wants to learn more about you, reach out, hire you, any of the good business, where do they go?
Okay, I have my social media where they can find, and I also is in both languages. It's in English, in Spanish. I have clients that also are in English because when you go for interspiritual counseling, actually is the soul talking, and all those barriers that the human being has it actually are disappearing. But yes, they can find me in my website, marinaneese.com, or my social media, Neese Marina, Instagram, Facebook, and also I have my YouTube channel where I post all my episodes. I have a postcard but runs only in Spanish. And that's why for me, this is a challenging now speaking to a postcard in English. But yes, I am everywhere. Everywhere they put Marina Neese, they can find me. Definitely, yes.
Excellent. This has been wonderful. Thank you so much. You did a wonderful job. Best of luck. Keep doing the great work.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me, and I wish you the best with your podcast.
Thank you. Same to you. Take care.